Hey Isaiah, my name is Ivan, and I live here. I moved here to San Diego not for no long time ago. I'm originally from Russia. I'm a big hard dance music fan, and recently I got connected with Marcus and the Hardstyles team, and really glad that Hardstyle community grows here. So I'm aspiring producing myself. So it's a really nice opportunity to speak with you, and hopefully I will be able to ask you some technical questions as well. So yeah, good to meet you, man. And uh, yeah, that's about myself.
Cool.
Pleasure's all mine.
You already know. Well, I go by Marcus. DJ name DJ Instinct. I grew up listening to dance music and got into hard dance in 2010. Went to DEF CON in 2016, 17. That's 2017 is when I met you. But I moved out to here and helped like co-start a collective that helps spread the scene for hardstyle. And pretty much my biggest efforts is to continue that, and promote artists and let people know like there's great talent to be taking note of. So that brings me to Levenkhan, and he does Frenchcore. He does hybrid genres. He does a lot of things. I was looking at Spotify, a new album you released, so I did want to ask about that. But yeah, without further ado, he comes from Amsterdam, and he started here in the States. You have the floor, bro.
Hey, my name is Cardi B, and I make pop music. Nah, what's up? My name is Isaiah. I go by the name Levenkhan, also known as your favorite pink boy. That's the tagline right there. And yeah, man, I make some groovy ass Frenchcore with a bit of up tempo. Just sprinkle some up tempo in it with a heavy influence of hip hop, rap, and punk rock as well. And I do my own vocals as well on all my tracks. And I'm just having fun, bro. Just having fun, baby. And I'm very happy to be here with you guys tonight.
Hell yeah! So happy to have you here, man. It's been a while and a huge growth that I've seen from when I first met you and your dreams and stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
can you kind of touch on the whole transition from how you started in the States and what brought you to want to move out to Amsterdam, and how that whole transition was?
Mm, yeah, the transition was not easy. But it was always I knew I wanted it to happen, so I was gonna make it happen. It really happened in 2013. I won a contest to pretty much the contest was back in the days. It was Q Dance had this competition called the Q bombing competition, and it was you had to do something funny while in public while using the Q Dance logo. You got to do something in a 15-second clip. So what I did, I went to Times Square and I got half naked and I had a horse mask on and I had the Q Dance logo and I won. So what I won was a flight to the Netherlands to see Climax for the first time. I got flown out with a friend and they paid for everything, the hotel for like 5 days. And they got us like VIP, all over the top experience in Climax as well. But when I first landed in Amsterdam, I was like, "Damn, this place is dope. I'm gonna make it work to move out here eventually." And then when I got to experience Climax for the first time, I was like, "Holy fuck, this is it. This is what I want to do." And I was just starting to like learn how to produce stuff because I came from a hip hop background,
Mhm.
and I was just transitioning out of hip hop and then like discovering hard dance. And then it took me years to learn everything. And yeah, I just in 2017 I prepared myself for everything, and I said, "This is it. I'm booking myself a one-way ticket." Left New Jersey, and I moved out to the Netherlands. And think about it. If I think about it now, how I did it, it was crazy because I moved here with like no job. I left the country with little to no savings. I don't know what I was thinking. Like I had some balls because I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, what was going in my mind? Because it was it was absolutely like a suicide mission. And I just made it work, dude. I just made it work.
How old
Every
were you?
day. I'm how old I was. Fucking I was 27, I think. Yeah, 27. I'm 30.
Yeah.
I'm 33 now.
Mhm.
So I said, "Fuck it, let's do it," and I made it. I made it happen, dude. I just every day just making music. I had to get some shitty ass jobs, like
Mhm.
really really shitty jobs, just to stay afloat. But you know, that's my character. I come from that background. You know, just work, 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 work,
Right.
work,
Yeah.
and grinding. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the transition was not easy, but it was definitely been a great journey, and it's been very steadily climbing up. You know, I still got a lot of work to do, but it's been a gracious journey thus far.
So how does citizenship work with going there? Kind of just.
Um, well, I have it easy because I was born in Spain, so I
Mhm.
automatically am a European. So I have a European passport, so I don't need any visa or anything. I'm just
Nice. Yeah.
easy. That's why I took advantage of that because I'm like I have this passport. Let me fucking do something with it. And you can move anywhere within the whole European Union as long as you have a passport within one of those countries. And it was easy. It was just ticket, and that's it. I had to shout outs to my friend Amy Farina. She let me stay in her house. If it wasn't for her, actually, it wouldn't be possible because I couldn't find any place. But Amy Farina, aka Drop Bass Not Bombs. I don't know if you guys know her, but she's dope.
Gotta look her up. So what's it called? Do you know, or like, if you don't, then like it is what it is. But how it would be if someone wasn't from Europe
Yeah,
originally?
yeah,
Like, is it difficult or?
yeah. It's not easy. My
Mm.
buddy who Tim Shop. Shout outs to the homie Tim Shop. He moved in with me, and it was it was the transition. It was is harder, and but not impossible. You know, anybody can do it. You need to, if you want to be an artist, for example, you need to get a particular visa as well, and you need to open an account on the whole paper. Everything you need to fill up and everything is like around like 4,000, I think, euros. And when you open a bank account, it has to be a Dutch bank account, and you can't go under 5,000 ever. So you need to have over 5,000 in your bank account to you know
Yeah.
to pretty much say that you can sustain yourself.
Mm.
Um, I don't know what else was involved behind it. But I remember he was going through some hassles on getting everything figured out, but it wasn't too hard, you know. Um, it's just if you're an artist and you're strictly American, you don't have that second passport like myself. You need to really know that you're gonna make this shit happen because it's a bit harder for those that don't have this citizenship
I mean, it's cool you
for
took advantage.
Europe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what's it called? I mean, yeah, it's cool that you took advantage of that. And is there specific, if you want to be an artist, or like, does it matter, or like if you want to just go there and be any job, like, do you need to
Yeah,
apply for a specific?
not no. Thinking back on it, I think if you apply for this to move out here, the citizenship as an artist, you can only work within that artist group. You can't actually
Oh,
work anywhere else. You know,
Interesting.
you need to do this. So that's why it was a bit harder, you know, because you can't
yeah.
just grind on another job. Well, at least that's what Tim told me.
Mhm.
But he, you know, he wouldn't be able to do like I don't know, like Uber Eats or some shit like that, or any other job. You know, you're not allowed to unless you find something, you know, that pays in cash.
Damn, I'm gonna have to save up like 100K and then just blow it all out and just take the
Yeah,
chance one day. Fuck.
it's it's only
Doesn't like
if you do the artist one. Like if you just do like a regular application, then yeah, you could work anywhere. But like if you just trying to do like actual medias and staging, I think it's that's the only way. I think I'm don't put 100 on it, but I think that's what Tim told me.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Ivan, you had something to say?
No, I just was about to ask if it's you said you can work as an artist, but let's say you want to work in the music industry at different positions. Can you technically do that also officially?
I think you can. Yeah, officially. I mean, you have to set up your own business, and within that business, you can categorize everything within the music industry as part of that same
Okay.
branch. So I think you could do it like that. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That might work. So coming from a hip hop background and knowing the grind, and then going into a fast paced, energetic genre of Frenchcore, what kind of brought you to that music? Like, when did you start deciding you want to produce? And was it with hip hop or was it with Frenchcore right away?
Yeah, dude, hip hop. I come from hip hop, so I started with hip hop, and I don't know, dude. Maybe when I was like 13, I think I discovered FL Studio 3, bro. And right now we're in FL Studio 22, I think. 21, sorry, yeah, 21.
It's like
So
headphones.
FL Studio 3, bro. I even have a YouTube video of me using FL Studio 4. It's on my YouTube channel from 2007, bro.
Damn.
So
Did
I
you have a
don't know,
college of music theory or something like that? No.
bro. I never studied shit. I self-taught everything. I never studied a single thing. There was no YouTube tutorials, bro. It was just me just fucking around, twisting shit. I don't know what I'm doing, bro, but this sounds good. That's it, bro.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, started with hip hop, and my whole family is all like very I had a cousin who was like a rapper, and I was always like I always looked up to him, and he almost brought me around to like his shows and stuff, and I was like, damn, I wanna make beats for these guys. So I started doing that, making beats, and it's weird how I went from that to hard dance. But I think what made me go into hard dance is like Showtick and Headhunters. I think it's what got me into it. People always think like it was like a hardcore like guy. Nah, I started with hardstyle first. Um, I think the moment I heard what's it called? The song by Headhunters, The Sacrifice.
Ooh, a good
When I heard that one, I was like, "Yo, this is sick." I love the vibe. It was very dark, very eerie. The melody was dope, and I was like, "This is some sick shit." And I just went deep, and yeah, I loved it. And I really didn't like the mainstream hip hop at the time because I really like the '90s style of hip hop.
Yeah.
So I was like, I felt very uninspired, so I left that behind, and I went full on hard dance. Then I discovered hardcore. I was like, Anger Fizz was like the first one, and then I discovered La Basque for Frenchcore, and I really loved the Basque a lot. And from there, I just branched it onto Dr. Peacock,
Mm.
and I really liked Dr. Peacock because it was like it kind of reminded me of hip hop, where like they sample a lot in Frenchcore, especially in
Mhm.
that era, and then
Mhm.
just slap a kick over it, and then it was very really fun. So I was like, damn, I come from it's a similar background because in hip hop you sample and you flip old samples and you make something new out of it. So the same way they do in Frenchcore, they sample some old tunes, slap some kicks, whatever distortion, and that's a new song out of it. So I really like the art of sampling. I think it's an art, and I was like, I'm sold. Frenchcore is where I belong. And now I'm just like stuck Frenchcore and up tempo. I like to mix both. I think both worlds together work really well.
So do you remember the year when you started producing Frenchcore?
Yeah, I think it was 2016, maybe 15, but like I really I really don't know what I was doing. I was just really trying to figure it out because I was trying to make hardstyle. I didn't like it. And then I 2015, yeah, 15, 16, I think is when started to try to make Frenchcore. I was trying to figure out how to make a kick, dude, and I couldn't figure it out.
Did you see any tutorials by that
There
year?
was no such thing as tutorials back then.
Yeah,
Not a single tutorial, dude. Not even for hardstyle, I think, bro. And I was just like going crazy. Like it took me like a year. It took me a year to figure it out, something similar. And I was like, holy shit, I think I'm getting onto something. And then after a year, I just kept on trying different methods.
Mhm.
And then it just
Oh.
I just figured it out, dude. I just figured it out.
Can you describe how you tried to do that? Like, let's say you had a reference track and you tried to do it similar, or
Yeah, I got a big ass bottle.
Join you on that.
Fucking. Yeah, I had like a reference track on the channel, and I was using, well, I still, till this day I still use it, Hydra, and I was using, oh fuck, what's the name of this fucking FL Studio plugin?
You're good.
Jesus, I got FL Studio right here, so let me open it. 1 second,
Go
guys.
ahead. Yeah, dude. In a previous interview, I was like, yeah, what's the name of that one song? It was like What We Do for Talon. I was just like, yo, I'm about to look it up. And I started going through my phone, and he's like, What We Do? And I'm like, yeah, that one.
it's funny
Good.
when you say you use Hydra, because I recently watched Cepha's tutorial about making a kicks, and so he says
he also uses Hydra as well.
Yeah.
He got that. He told me he learned that from Steve. That's where he learned it from. Steve, Dr. Peacock, and it's a really really old plugin. Because I would use it for leads actually.
Oh, okay.
And I would use it to make some like hip hop sounds into it. So I would use it for hip hop. So that's how old Hydra is. But yeah, he told me that he uses Hydra for his kicks. I do use Hydra still to this day for kicks, and I use Citrus. There you go. Fucking, that was the name that I was trying to think about. Citrus is what I tried to make. So when I first started to try to make kicks, I was using Citrus, and it was just so complicated at first because it looked very intimidating, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm just gonna like just fuck around, and then it made sense to me over time. Once I started figuring out certain things, I was like, okay, this makes sense to me. So with Citrus and Hydra, the first year is how I tried to manage making a kick, figured it out, and now my kicks are. Now I can make a kick in 5 minutes.
Yeah, they bass, bro.
Yeah.
Like it does make the room pumping. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
There's here's my mind blanking now. I'm just gonna go through it really quick. There's two songs that have great melodies. I like your remixes of like G6, and another kind of like local track that's familiar. Kanye, I really fucking like. I don't know why.
Yes, Kanye is very.
Yeah.
I really like it. Kanye actually, that's my voice, and I wrote the lyrics as well.
Dude, it's sick.
Thank you, dude. And it's about Kanye. He's a role model, even though he's got a lot of backfire on him. But it's all music, dude. You gotta learn to separate the artist and their music from like their persona and their character. You gotta separate them both. You know, the man makes absolutely amazing music, and his music that's gonna live on forever. So I wrote the lyrics for Kanye, and this one girl tattooed those lyrics on her arm from the song Kanye. Chantel is her name, and that was the first time a fan got a tattoo, something about me on them. And I remember she sent me a DM. Hey, I said, okay, if I could tattoo the lyrics, I was like, well, of course, like this is like an honor, you know. So yeah, Kanye is a special song because it automatically makes me think of that person that tattooed themselves that. And G6 is fun, bro. It's one of my favorite songs. Funny enough, it's one of my most requested songs. I made it for Rebirth last year, and I did it in like 2 weeks. It was just gonna be like a fun bootleg, and then I was like, it was done. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I did. So actually, I did the song without the G6 vocals. I didn't have a vocal at first, and I was like, damn, this is sounding good. I'm like, I don't know why. I was like, yo, what if I just like use a G6 vocal? I don't know why. I was like, what if? and I put it in, and I was like, holy fuck, this is dope. We gotta make it a G6 cover. So it was gonna be a bootleg, and I was like, nah, this is too good for a bootleg. We gotta recreate the vocals. So I hit up my friend Mish. You guys know Mish, the Rasta
I
artist.
recently just read an interview that Josue EDM Identity had with her.
Yeah. So she did the vocals. I was like, yo, I texted her like, yo, can you do the G6 vocals right now? And she's like, oh yeah, give me like 5 minutes. And then she sent me everything. So that's her voice. And I just like put a few vocoders, a few effects on it, and it sounds nearly identical. I think I pitched it up a little bit, but it sounds really good, really close. And yeah, that's a big quick backstory in those two songs.
That's crazy. So your creativity comes either in spur of the moments or like 3 years in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's since we touched the technical topics, man, could you speak on how do you typically start making a track? What's your way doing that?
Melodies. I start with a melody first. I'm a strong believer in melodies. I think songs need to have melodies, and having a nice kick is dope. But I think a melody stays stuck. A good melody that gets stuck in your head, it's more important. So I started with I open up FL keys, and just try to write some melodies. And once I get something like,
do you have a bass note under the melodies, or you just create melody without anything?
Without anything, I'm just going right at it. Yeah, and just go straight at it. Sometimes maybe I start with a chord progression. But I just like to write the top lead, the top notes first. I have the MIDI keyboard here, but you guys can't see. So I just mess around with that, and then usually I usually start with a melody. Sometimes I start with a sample. And once I have like a good melody, that's when everything else flows along. And yeah, and then the kicks is not. I know a lot of people start with kicks. No, it's not my go-to route. I think I like to make the kicks once like everything's already kind of constructed, and I like to match my kick with what the melody is at the moment. So, and if I know I'm not gonna make a melodic song, then I'm just gonna make the most brutal fucking kicks that makes no sense, and that's it.
How about the vocal? So let's say you created the melody. Do you try to make the vocal fit the melody then?
Yeah. Depends on the type of vocal. So like for example, Kanye, like the way I kind of like sang it was matching the melody. Sometimes I just rap on it, and but yeah, I try to fit it a bit on the melody. There's never been a scenario where the vocal came first. I think the vocal is always the last part on the song. Sometimes when I'm building songs and I'm making build-ups, for example, I'm since you produce, you'll understand. I'm like stuck in a certain build-up in this loop the whole time. I'm adding elements to it to make the build-up interesting. But in my head, I'm already like rapping something over, like like, oh shit, that'll be cool. Let me record that right now. So I record like a vocal rap on it, so it could go with the build-up. So that's pretty much how my brain works. So
it's advantage that you can actually sing. It helps a lot, I'm sure. Yeah.
It helps with the process. Yeah, it helps.
Something you were mentioning before with like you portray the importance of melodies and not really the kicks reminds me of a lyric you were saying in one of your tracks in the newest album. I think it was the intro. I think it was something like you were explaining something about peak kicks is all like politics and like it's all about peak kicks and now, and it's just like so I was like, oh okay, that gave me chills.
Yeah, yeah. It's actually that's actually an album from last year. That's a last year album. And I'm releasing the second one this year. I think before the summer. But yeah, I did write those lyrics. I forgot. But yeah, it was something about peep cakes. Like if you don't make
like
peep
all
cakes,
the people, all these producers all want to do is join the politics and something about making peak cakes. And I was like, yo, motherfuckers speaking real. Like It's all
Yeah,
like where's the like the melody with balls nowadays type shit.
yeah. Yeah,
But
I like to write some spicy lyrics and shit that will get people saying like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
no, I respect that you're going back to your roots from where it all started too. It's commendable, honestly. And I think it keeps for a good hybrid and a good taste variety, so people know like, oh,
Yeah.
this is a different profile he has. Like, it makes connections for how you make Frenchcore tracks with the hip hop
Mm,
lyrics laid over and everything.
mm.
So quick question about your first track, "Esquet It." How did you come?
Oh,
How did you come to that? Did you release that under a label or exclusively?
oh, I fucking hate that song, bro.
It's your first song, bro.
I hate it, bro. It's
Why? Because it's
what
first.
year was this? 2018? I
2018.
think it was in 20. And damn. Um, sorry, what was the question again? Sorry, like how did I come out?
How did you come about releasing it under a label or exclusively?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was Hardcore France, um, which is a label ran by Maizuil, which is like a French core legend.
Familiar.
And yeah, I sent him the track, and he loved it. And he was like, "Oh, fucking, let's do it." And yeah, I didn't think a label would pick it up. But yeah, he liked it. At the time, I guess people really liked it.
Yeah.
Sprinky loved that song. He played the fuck out of it the whole summer. And I had all the artists hitting me up for it, but yeah, I don't like it.
I mean, yo, it's good to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My kind of circulating point is, is that what helped kind of jumpstart your project, your like artistic
Um,
project, or
well, actually, are you sure that's my first song?
on Spotify? There, I looked on
Mm,
Discogs. The lowest one also shows that it's that song, but if there's any other released, I could look it up right now.
yeah, I could have swore it was Dying Light with Mr. Ivex. I think that one I released that one in Peacock Records. That was like the first song I released. I think that was what changed everything and helped my growth and stuff. Well, I'm pretty sure it was Dying Light, but it could have been Escada though. No, I really don't. You got me doubting now, Marcus.
No, dude, Isaiah, I got you. That Esqueda is 2019. So what you were saying before, if your first release was in 2018, it's the
Dying
one you're
Light,
saying, Dying Light.
Dying Light. Uh-huh.
Just for some reason, it doesn't list it, so it might be on YouTube or something.
Yeah, it's on Spotify, but it doesn't get listed. It gets listed on if you go on my profile, it gets listed as appears on because
Mm,
it's Mr. Ivex's album, so it's like on his profile. But I just collaborated with him, and it won't really show on my profile unless you go down and there should be a section that says appears on some shit like that.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But like the first solo one, yes, let's get it.
Okay.
How long
But
did it take you to get released for the first track?
yeah, that one was so I moved to I was living in The Hague, and I remember it was like a December, November, those 2 months I was just nonstop. I would stay awake until 11 a.m. Like literally 11 a.m. I go to sleep making music. That's all I would do. I would wake up like at 5 p.m. and go to sleep at 11 a.m. And we will be on Discord with Tim Shop and Silence, Jason.
Yeah.
Shout out to Silence. So we would just like produce on Discord. We would be muted, not even talking. We would like every like 2 hours. Yo, you guys good? Yeah, okay. Muted, and back
That,
producing. And I would stay to dude. It was crazy. I don't know what was going on inside of me, but I was so driven, and I was just making music, bomb, 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 bomb. And I was just getting better with my leads and my sound design and making my leads sound like bigger. And my cakes were sounding better. I was able to pitch because I figured out how to make the cakes, but the way they were pitching and were not sounding as right. Certain frequencies were getting lost, so I was figuring that out as well too. And I remember I made like 6 songs that all got accepted by labels, and I don't know what happened, but like Peacock Records took one of them, and then and then there was a second song, no, a third song, sorry, that was supposed to release on Peacock Records. That third song was supposed to be my collab with Dr. Peacock. He liked the song a lot. He was like, "This is dope. Let's do it." And I made it's funny because I listened to a song on this. I intentionally made it in a style that he was gonna like because I knew he was gonna like it, and he liked it to the point that he wanted a collab. But he was also doing his first album, so Mr. Ivex liked. I submitted one of the songs. Mr. Ivex liked it, but he's like, "It's really good. I like it, but I want to beef it up and make it sound better. Let's make it into a collab." And I was like, "Dude, you're a legend. Of course, let's do it." So we did that, and I was waiting for Peacock's response. He was like, "I'm sorry, I'm busy. I'm doing my album, and also don't tell anybody, but I'm gonna do a new concept that's called Peacock in Concert in DEF CON." And I was like, "Oh, what is this thing?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna bring a whole orchestra and stuff." And now it's a huge thing, Peacock in Concert. But that's why he was busy with that too. And then whatever. So the song got released with Mr. Ivex. I was supposed to have a second song on Peacock Records, but that didn't happen. And then after the summer, Peacock hit me up and he's like, "Yo, buddy, I'm sorry. It was just crazy times, but unfortunately, not interested in the song anymore. I know it's very shitty. It's very fucked up with me, but I'm sorry. Hopefully, something in the future we could come together and do something." And then me being like, new up and coming, like that really crushed me. I was like, "Fuck, man! Like that's Dr. Peacock, bro. You know." So it didn't happen. But I was like, it's okay, man. Like gotta keep grinding.
Yeah.
And so those 2 songs, the one Peacock and then some other song, didn't get released. One of them did, and it was because of that Peacock Records. Like that was like the last year Peacock Records existed as well too. They stopped. A lot of back shit that happened. But Peacock Records was the label of Frenchcore. It was like there was like a golden era with Sefa, Peacock, and them in there releasing bangers. And they did like a compilation album. My song was there. That helped me out because people were like, "Oh, who's this? Let me. Who the hell's Levenkhan?" You know. So that one helped me out. I think the fact that Mr. Ivex accepted that song and turned into a collab definitely did help me out big time.
That's amazing. I feel like it's a great journey to know how and what it takes, persistence, consistency, taking a blow, moving forward, what it takes to get your name out there, to continue growing, and to use the tools that you're in control of. That's inspirational because, yeah, we all like look forward to that one message, right? Let's collab. Let's have you play at Red Stage, right? And then like you're waiting 3 months of anticipation. You're only telling the homies, you can't wait to go out, and then something happens,
Yeah.
and it's something that you have to learn to like. It's going to happen consistently, and if you can go over the first time, you're just ready for continuous growth. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. So when you said a lot about the first label, the first demo submission, so now I believe in the times where you can release the tracks without labels, where you can get 100% of everything that you earn. So how do you think these days labels are important in music career?
Yeah, are labels important in the music career nowadays? Yeah, they still hold value. They It's a tricky question. I think now we're in an era where the artist has like a lot of power and they could do everything themselves. I was self-releasing a lot myself, but I think labels are also crucial because they could also help you in pumping your numbers up, getting you out there more. The thing about labels is that they already have a following, they already have the playlist, they already have the numbers, they already have everything. And what they're doing is they're allowing you to be in their territory, get those followings, get the audience into you, but at the same time, your audience goes with them as well too. So it's like a win-win situation. But I think depending on the label, I think it's a good thing to be a part of one, but it's not really necessary nowadays though. But I think it's good to have a few label releases here and there. And if certain demos that you send, don't work out your way, then just self-release it. Fuck it.
And so you won't have any problems with getting release for the future with the labels if you self-release also.
If I self-release,
Yeah.
no, well, I mean, no, this should it really depends. So now I'm with Aggressive Records, so I signed with them, and we I pretty much have to release everything there unless it's a collaboration with somebody else and they want to do it in their label. That's fine. They're really flexible. My label is really flexible, and then if I want to self-release something, it would have to be something like a cover. A cover is like they'll be like, yeah, but if I'm gonna do like a solo song, Levenkhan, I'm gonna release it with my label because they have the numbers, they have the audience, they're like a family as well too, and it's all mutual. It's a gang that we have going on here. So it's a gang right here. So is in my scenario, I'm doing everything with Aggressive Records. For anybody that's listening that is a aspiring producer, if you get shut down by labels, just self-release it. Fuck it. Use DistroKid.
So, and how about promote your music? So let's say, do you see any difference where you release yourself and promote it differently, whether if you release with the label?
With Aggressive Records, it's pretty much the same. We have the same style of like promotion and stuff and social media and all of that. When I released on Q Dance, it was a bit different. They're a bit more, everything is by the book, more technical. They give you like a whole promotion list and stuff. You got to follow this and that. It's a bit more corporate, I guess, to say, and not really my style. I'm just like I don't know, I'm just like a funny character, goofy guy, and I'm just not taking things too serious. So that's what Aggressive Records is as well too. So we just don't take shit too seriously, man. Just it's all fun, it's all music, it's all good times, and we do shit our own way, and that's it. That's it.
Cool. So can you give us or share with us one of your most memorable achievements or moments within your career, or anything recently or anything?
Yeah, dude, that's quite a few.
List them.
DefCon. I think DefCon 2022. I think. Yeah, 2022. I played the silent disco at the Magenta stage, and that's probably till this day one of my best sets. The way, because everybody, of course, is silent disco, so everybody's got the headphones on. But the way everybody was like, I made sure to play songs with very memorable melodies that everybody knows. So when I was playing the silent disco songs, we could hear everybody shouting the melodies, like stuff. It was like perfect. They was screaming it so loud that Scantrix was having an actual after party as well too at the Blue Stage, and they had actual speakers, but the people from that stage were gravitating towards mine as well too, was because of how loud the singing was, and it was to the point where they ran out of headphones. There were no more headphones to give out.
Yo.
So it was like it was done, and it was like packed. That one was a really dope DEF CON. And then DEF CON from last year as well too. The way it worked was weird because I replaced the dark horror. So I don't know if you guys know who the Dark Horror is. He's an up-tempo artist, and he pretty much got canceled for some stuff that he's done,
Mhm.
and I was his replacement. So I remember my agency told me like, "Hey, you got the spot for DEF CON. They took out the Dark Horror, is yours." And 30 minutes later, I get a tag from Q Dance and DEF CON on Instagram, and it was like the Dark Horror is removed from the lineup. In exchange, we added Levenkhan, and my DMs were getting flooded like fucking. I was like, oh my,
Wait,
like,
within 30 minutes, he was like, by the way, you're playing
dude,
DEF CON on Instagram. Q Dance is like, we don't even need his approval. We're just going to post it. He's
bro,
playing.
the way it was done, I don't think it was cool because he has a strong fan base. He has a big fan base, and they're very loyal. So I thought I was gonna catch. I mean, not that I did anything, but I thought I was gonna catch some hate from his fans
Mhm.
because they're known for that. They're like very like if you talk anything against that Dark Horror, the fan base will come and get you whatever. And I was like, oh shit, people are gonna hate me. But no, it was all love. Everything was good. People love the set. That was a very memorable moment.
Dope.
My first EDC Las Vegas as well too. When I got that one was fucking. That one was a dream for so long, bro. That achieving EDC Las Vegas is also a memorable moment. And yeah, it's a lot, dude. It's a lot.
That's
It's a
all.
lot.
Wait, which year EDC did you play?
Last year, and I'm playing this year as well too.
Really? Nice.
Damn. Wait a minute.
And
What'd you say, Evan?
what stage is gonna be?
Wasteland,
Ah, Wasteland. Okay.
the BaseCon one. Yeah. I played last year, and then this year I'm playing again. And well, we'll see for next year.
Oh, dude, well, there you go, Ivan. You gotta support Levenkhan. He's going to work for EDC this year. So
Oh shit. Okay.
yeah, so I personally don't have a ticket, and I was deciding whether to go to Vegas for the after parties, pool parties, and just to hang out with some people I know. But it's debatable. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, now you got.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to see your set, man. Yeah, I will be working at Lost and Found departments.
Oh,
Oh, you're in the lost and found
Yeah.
department. Okay. The whole weekend?
Whole weekend, yeah. That's my first try working at EDC. Yeah.
Wow. Wow, okay.
So what dreams do you have for the sound of this music, knowing that you're kind of pioneering the bigger stages, especially like in the past 3 to 4 years? You're gonna have a huge influence on the masses. And what kind of sound do you want to continue with the scene in either Frenchcore, hard dance, or even hardstyle? However you want to touch on the topic.
Like yeah, I mean I think I'm sticking around here for a while, dude. With Frenchcore. I call it French tempo, Frenchcore up tempo, whatever. Yeah, I think I'm sticking around, dude. I think if anything, lately I've been liking a lot of like techie sounds like French tech, textile, hard tech as well too. Like the French really dominate in this area,
Mm.
and it's like usually 160 BPM, 170, and it's pretty much slower French core, pretty much, and I really like it. So if anything, maybe I'll gravitate a bit more towards that. It's kind of like what you guys know Creeds.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you definitely heard his songs. He's the one that had the one song the push up song. The one that goes da 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 da
Oh,
da
no, 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 no,
da.
no, 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 no.
Yeah, let
Yeah.
me see you push up. Yeah, he
Oh, okay,
blew up.
okay. Fuck yeah,
He,
yeah,
he
yeah.
blew up because of TikTok, but he makes that kind of style pretty much.
Mhm.
It's like 160 BPM, 170, and it goes good with hardstyle as well too. So if anything, I'll gravitate towards that. But for now, I'm sticking around with my Frenchcore up tempo shit.
As you should. Yeah, man. That's high energy, and I love it. So do you have any future dreams, aspirations for yourself?
Or maybe big goals, that you can share with us.
Yeah. Still got goals. and still got dreams. Of course, it's good. The moment you stop dreaming and stop having aspirations is the moment you stop living. So you always gotta fight and hold on to something that you really want to achieve. So I have a lot to do still. I want to achieve great things. I want to have my sounds shared all over the world. So I really want to just dig in. I really love producing music and experimenting with music. So I just want that music to be heard to the masses, even bigger crowds, bigger masses, bigger stages, arenas, and yeah, that's I don't like to share too much because I'm a strong believer, like just like have it here, manifesting it stuff. But yeah, if anything, to share one, I really want to play Tomorrowland. I think that's one of my very few last bucket lists I have as far as like festivals, because I pretty much did them all. I think Tomorrowland is my last one as far as like Frenchcore, hardcore stages that I could do. Because climax and stuff. I mean, sure, yeah, Peacock play, but it's a bit harder to get something like climax. Especially since there's not gonna be another edition.
Yeah, we're all on that vibe. Like, oh no.
But Tomorrowland, I would say Tomorrowland for sure.
I'll be honest, I don't know what it was when I was asking the question and you were starting to go through like, you want an achievement. I was thinking like, what if like Frenchcore sound went to the masses, made like more bigger crowd? And I was just like, it would be Tomorrowland. Like, imagine that just on like main stage, like fuck Hardwell for a second, throwing
Yeah, that would be sick. I think Tomorrowland. I think next year, bro. I think I could get that next year for sure. I'm gonna manifest that right now, bro.
Dude, we're manifesting it for you too. We fucking got you. So go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
yeah, I would to ask, like, could you give any tips for aspiring music producers? If you could give any
tips for aspiring music producers, dude, just for music producers, just never stop, bro. It's like if it's something that you really want, just nonstop, dude. Just keep producing, keep experimenting. I think that's the key. Experimentation. Don't follow everything by the book. It's good to know some theory and learn some stuff, of course, the basics at least. But it's also good to go against the rules and against the books and experiment and do some freaky shit with the sounds and stuff. Just be authentic. It's good to be inspired by other producers and like get their energy or their sounds into you, but don't one-to-one copy them. It's good to have reference and stuff, but like, when you get too close to their sound and you copy their style, just be you, be your style, and never stop producing, dude, and experiment a lot, and just fucking don't get shut down by labels either, because a lot of people get crushed by labels and they get down. Just don't labels sometimes don't even their PRs don't even know what they're doing. So just if the fans like it, the crowd likes it, that's it. You're on the good path. Just keep producing.
Cool. Thanks, I appreciate it, man.
Oh yeah. One last question every time. I'm curious. So, how'd you come up with the name Levenkhan?
It's actually my nickname since I was like 10. So I moved from Spain to the US 2001, and it was right before 9/11, and there was this place in New Jersey called the Devil's Tower, and my cousins drove me and my little cousin to this Devil's Tower, and supposedly it was haunted. And if you drive the car backwards 3 times, a ghost is gonna appear or something like that. It freaked me out. I was shitting my pants.
Tight, yeah.
It worked. It definitely worked. But I was like, I remember they were getting ready to reverse the car, and my little cousin next to me was like crying. He was like, no, don't do it. And I was getting paranoid, but I was trying to act tough as well too. And I was like, you know what? I'm not scared. First of all, I had a really really terrible Spanish accent, and my English was horrible. I barely spoke any English. And me with my broken English, I say, um, no, I'm not scared of ghosts because I will shoot them with Levenkhans. And what I tried to say was 11 guns, but I said Levenkhans. And my cousins was like, "What? What are you saying?" Like 11 guns. And they figured out I was trying to say 11 guns. Everybody was cracking up, and that was my nickname ever since.
That's great.
Dude, hell sick. Thank you for sharing that. That's really
Yeah,
personable, man.
that's
That's sick.
yeah. Usually that's like the long story. But I do get asked a lot, and usually when I'm in a hurry or when I'm like just like not in the right headspace and I just want to be alone, I have the alternate version, which is a complete lie. I just say Levenkhan means master of sound in Mongolian. So if you hear me saying that, that's because I'm bullshitting you, and I want to get the fuck out.
It's nice, man. This LS actually relates to you. It's 100%
Yeah,
nature. It's nice.
yeah. It's my nickname.
Hell yeah, man. Well, just want to say thank you again for sharing a lot about you. Thank you for helping me see how I might struggle and make it one day in Amsterdam, because it's been a dream ever since the first time I went to DEF CON. Kind of like,
Do it, bro.
yeah, landed there, saw the festival. I'm like, that's it. This is my home. I gotta make it.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, good luck on the rest of your journey. Good luck on everything. And happy birthday, happy belated birthday again. And
Thank
yeah,
you,
Thank
thank
no,
you.
it was a pleasure to catch up with you, dude.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you guys for having me over. And this channel is gonna blow the fuck up, bro. Just you guys keep doing this shit. Keep interviewing artists, and everything is gonna follow along, dude.
Hell yeah. Thank you for that, man. Hell yeah.
Much love, guys. Thanks
Much
for
love
having
to,
me.
of course.